What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So as you all know, today is indeed Wednesday, which means the new summit is now live here in Motorfest. And with that, we are also in the last summit until Season 8, which is honestly kind of weird. But we will end up having the HauntingFest here, which will get you the Halloween mood kit. I'm guessing it has something to do with the transmission, as it kind of looks like a transmission. You will get yourself the Proto Hup one. Honestly, the rest of the rewards there are a bit useless. But hey, the Halloween mood kit could be pretty dope. Now, I do want to admit something right here off the bat, guys. I gotta say it. This is probably one of the better summits I have done in this game, and honestly, they need to kind of do more of whatever this is. You know, making the summit feel unique and actually making it feel like it is something you want to do weekly. I feel like this summit was pretty dang fun overall. I did actually enjoy it, which is something I feel like many of these summits just feel kind of boring, or, you know, it feels like they keep reusing the same stuff over and over. But I do feel like this one was a bit different. Now, when it does come to the skills, though, these are honestly very self-explanatory. Nothing too insane here. For the Bullseye, I did end up using the 450 EXC Robbie Madison. This one up having some dirt and also water, so I kind of feel like this bike is super easy to use on this. For the Slalom, you will have to use a monster truck, guys. Just throw on a score breaker or even a half score breaker. You will easily get yourself 157,000 points. Honestly, nothing too insane there. For the escape, though, you will have to use the Diablo. Now, I gotta admit, this one wasn't too bad, to be honest. And in fact, I would say it's going to be pretty easy. When you guys start off, turn around, get pretty far away, get a running start, and pretty much follow the highway straight and away from the objective. That is honestly it on this. Again, fairly simple. But when it does come to the events, though, this is when things are pretty much on the more interesting side, as there is not a lot of races in this entire summit. And in fact, there is going to be more of the smashing events than there is races. The first race you will encounter here is the one on the right. This is with the Egoista. To be honest, this car was very good. Also, all the cars are orange, which was pretty dope. This is kind of like a time trial type event, so get there as fast as you can. It is going to be on the winding road there, so watch out. A lot of corners, and I would say a lot of sharp areas you can easily mess up on. And then for the only other race you will encounter in this entire summit is over here, the last destination. You will have to use the Jaguar. On this one, there will end up being two pretty big cuts. To be honest, guys, they're not hard to miss, or honestly, you probably could miss them. But you are most likely going to be like, oh yeah, I should probably take that and do that because it will easily help your score so dang much in this. Two of the other events you will end up finding here, the one in the middle right over here, and also the one, I guess you could say, all the way far right. Either way, though, the one on the top left over here as well is similar. You will have to smash pumpkins, and you will pretty much have to do 80 on this one here. Then on the other one in a monster truck, you will have to do around 100. To be honest, I could probably do better on the monster truck one, guys, but I gotta admit, I just ran it casually. That was pretty much it. Aim for the pumpkins. Do not be afraid to turn around, hit them, and that is honestly it on this. But I gotta admit, the rally one, guys, I'm not gonna lie, this one was fun, but my goodness, the Charger, bro, it is so dang bad, dude. I'm like, it has terrible handling. I do not like it. I kind of wish they would have picked a different car on this. Most likely would have made this a bit more fun, as I do feel like this thing is kind of terrible. But again, though, hit the pumpkins as fast as you can. Got 127,000. Was it the best? No. But honestly, I wasn't trying to be the best on that one. And then for the final two missions here, the first one here is the Halloween Smashes. Then you'll have Lamborghini's Baby. These will end up being on the side of the lovely Chase Squad, which I would say the scoring event fit this pretty well. Guys, to be honest, these are not difficult to do at all. The biggest thing I can say for both of them is do not lose the combo and make sure you hit the right one and not the wrong one that's going to make you lose your combo. That is basically it. Be as fast as you can. The first one I got 154,000. In the Lamborghini one I got 155,000. That is by far the biggest thing. Make sure you don't hit the wrong one, hit the correct one, and that is honestly it. And be fast enough, that way you don't lose your combo. Overall, I gotta admit, for Summit-wise, guys, this is probably one of my more favorite ones that really felt like a decent mix but gave the atmosphere of the overall Summit feeling different on top of it. Do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below, and if you have any questions, also do not be afraid to ask. And I really do hope this audio signature is good, as it's looking like it's aiming toward the transmission.